Our next guest summed it up this way, quote, Elon Musk isn't gone. Joining us now, the author of that post, Democratic Congressman Greg Casar of Texas, chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. Thank you, Congressman, so much for joining us. Musk thinks he's done enough. He says he's done enough. So why is he still hanging around Washington?
I mean, Elon Musk isn't gone. Look, billionaires have purchased presidencies and run the federal government behind closed doors before. Elon Musk's real innovation was going out there in public and bragging about running the government on social media. So when the American people were rightly outraged and pushed back, now he's trying to say that he's going to step back, but he doesn't want to actually step back any of his powers. And as you just laid out, he's just as involved as ever, meeting in the Oval Office with foreign presidents, going to the Middle East with Trump to strike up business deals, and even pushing for AI policy to benefit himself. The Republican budget bill that just passed includes a $25 billion contract that Musk is the front runner on, so the corruption goes on. So what I think your viewers at home need to know is we need to take 3 steps. 1, make sure that Elon Musk doesn't get to just pretend that he's stepping back. We need to hold him accountable. 2, everyone needs to know that it's illegal for Elon Musk to stay a federal employee past May 30th. That's what federal law says. And 3, Democrats need to make clear we're not going to go easy on this guy if we retake the majority. We can use our subpoena and investigative power in a majority to look into Musk or any other billionaire that has broken any criminal laws, enriching themselves using the power of the White House.
What does that accountability look like right now, Congressman? You said hold him accountable. How do you hold somebody who's not in government, although pretending or cosplaying as a government official, accountable while you are in the minority, and certainly somebody who has the president in his back pocket, more or less?
Look, we get a lot of new legal and political and public pressure tools at our disposal beginning on May 30th if he overstays how long he's allowed to stay in government. We also need to make it really clear that majorities come and go, and it might only be a year and a half or so before Democrats have the power to do full subpoenas and full investigations. And if it turns out that Trump has been using his tariffs to wield power against foreign governments until they give Elon Musk a contract, like many reports are now leaking out that that might be what's going on. If it turns out that Musk is steering FAA contracts to himself while firing employees that keep our planes safe up in the air, there's some real implications on that. And they're acting like Trump is going to be president forever. And if we have anything to do about it, that's not how it's going to be. And there can be consequences that are much greater than Musk just losing his billions of dollars in federal contracts.
So, Congressman, let me ask you then, I think you probably know the question is coming. How are Democrats going to tell the story around all of this? Because, as you mentioned, the midterms are coming. You know, the polling numbers for the Democrats still kind of in the toilet, but Elon Musk's are also in the toilet. So is there a way that you can use him to tell the story of how your party fights back, to kind of bring people back into the fold, to make them believe you guys are actually fighting for them?
We have to earn back the trust of working class voters and tell folks that we're going to be a new kind of Democratic Party, one that fully severs our ties with the billionaire class, become an anti-billionaire, pro-working class American party. That's what can bring people together that may disagree on some of the social issues, but ultimately, this Republican budget bill that the Congress just passed out of the House pits the 99.9% of Americans getting screwed over by the 0.1% of Americans. If we unite that 99%, we can block this budget bill from passing in the Senate. And if they choose to still ram it through, stealing their own constituents' health care in order to pay for billionaire tax cuts, then we can make them pay for it at the polls. And a Democratic majority then has to actually go after this corruption and pass bold bills that lift everybody up instead of looting them. And I think that's how we earn back people's trust.